Today I'll be ranking every MGMT album from worst to best. MGMT is an American pop and rock band formed in 2002 from Middletown, Connecticut. It was founded by Andrew Van Wyngarden and Ben Goldwasser. As of this recording, MGMT has 4 studio albums: Oracular Spectacular, Congratulations, MGMT, and Little Dark Age. Starting with the worst album at number 4 is their self-titled album, MGMT, from 2013. It's their 3rd album, and in my opinion, by far their worst. No single track jumps out at you and gets your attention. I would describe this album as very skippable noise. If I heard this playing in the background and I had control, I would hit next. I get bands want to change or have to change, but this album is just unlistenable. There's not one track that I want to hear again. Notable tracks include Introspection. This song was just okay. I mean, especially among the rest of the crap that's on this album, it sounded like a song. It's not super catchy. I don't want to hear it again, but it was okay. Another notable track was Plenty of Girls in the Sea. Once again, it was just okay, mostly because it actually sounded like a song and not just experimental noise. So how many good songs are on this album? 2 out of 11. So out of 11 songs, only 2 were good. And I'm being real generous here with the word good. They were acceptable. They sounded like MGMT among an album full of crap. For my rating, 0 out of 5. Crap album. All right, number 3 we have Congratulations. It's their 2010 release and 2nd album. And it's just okay. It's not that great. This album, to me, didn't have a strong start right off the bat. I didn't like the first song. And I thought each track, once again, is very skippable. There's one song on there called Siberian Breaks. It's 12 minutes long, and I almost liked it. It's good, but just not good enough, especially for 12 minutes. Notable tracks include the second half of a song called Someone's Missing. The first half of the song is just like this slow, boring build-up, and then the second half, it's not even a half, honestly. It's like the last 3/4 of the song actually sounds like something off their first album, like exciting MGMT, but you only get it for like 20 seconds. So it's like half of a good song. Brian Eno. I really like this song. I wish there were more songs like this on the album. If there were, it would be higher up on my list. But it's like one of the only songs on here that actually sounds to me like MGMT, where it's like an actual catchy, good song with good music. And lastly, Congratulations. This track is just okay. It's kind of slow, but it wasn't terrible. So how many good songs are on this album? 2.5 out of 10. Not that good. My rating for this album? 1 out of 5. This album sucks. All right, their number 2 album is their latest release, Little Dark Age, from 2018. Right away, this album already sounds better. It's got a dancier vibe to it. To me, this is a good direction for the band. The last 2 albums, like I said, they were just garbage. But this one is more listenable. It sounds like songs, not experimental noise. So how many good songs are on this album? 3 out of 10. Don't get me wrong, the rest of the album wasn't unlistenable. None of the other tracks just really struck me as great, or that I really want to hear again. Notable tracks include She Works Out Too Much. This track opened up the album. I don't love it, but I think it's a good opener and it sets the tone for the album pretty well. When You Die. This song is amazing. I love this song. This song alone is better than their last 2 albums. And T.S. Lamp. It's okay. It's not a great song, but it's okay. It might scratch an itch you have, maybe. So, how many good songs are on this album? 3 out of 10. Compared to where they were, the last 2 albums that I covered, this is a major improvement. But compared to where they started, they still have a lot to go. Hopefully, I think they're on the right track and they're going to get there. My rating, 2 out of 5. All right, at the number 1 spot, Oracular Spectacular. Might not be a surprise. Their first album, released in 2007. This album is solid from start to finish. It has a great opening with the song Time to Pretend. It just sets the tone and the feel for the rest of the album. I remember when I first heard this album, I was just like, wow, this is unlike anything I've heard before. The songs are so catchy and so good. People are still covering them to this day. I would say this is a masterpiece album. There may be one or two stinkers on here, but they're not even bad songs. They're just not as great as the rest of the album. It still fits in with everything else. But like I said, these other songs on this album are great, and one or two are just okay. Notable tracks include the entire album. The most famous ones might be Electric Feel and Kids, but this entire album is amazing. If you've never heard it, you gotta listen to it all the way through. It's amazing. My rating for this one, 5 out of 5. Masterpiece album. MGMT is a really talented band. They have the capability to make amazing songs, amazingly catchy songs, pop songs if you want to call them that, but I wouldn't really call them that, even though they do. In my opinion, their first album is a masterpiece, but no release since has come close to being that good. They've had a song here or there that really stands out, but an album as a whole, not even close.